Hi, so I'm Roger from PSI here at the NAMM show 2025 in Anaheim. Let me just present our brand and our products. So we've been making speakers for about 47 years, starting with passive speakers and then active speakers about 35 years ago. We make our own drivers, we make our own, let me just show you a driver here. So we make our own voice coils. Everything is done and assembled at home. If you want to get sound right, you have to start by making the right drivers. So that we make these all by hand in Switzerland. Now they are active speakers, and each driver has its own amplifier that's perfectly adapted to the driver. They are flat in frequency and also linear in phase. They also have an adaptive output impedance of each amplifier to adapt to the physical characteristics of the driver itself, to avoid coloration of the sound. So they're pretty perfect speakers. Each one is calibrated in an anechoic environment and receives its individual calibration curve. So they're very good. Our own goal with these speakers is to transform an electric signal into acoustic signal. Like if you've got a Steinway piano, you want to hear your Steinway piano. Now when you put these very good speakers and perfectly calibrated speakers in a room, you realize you've got another problem. And the biggest problem in all rooms, the biggest problem is the low frequency room modes that resonate for a long time. They have a long decay time, and this long decay time means there's masking effects on the mids and higher frequency, and also they're extremely difficult to treat with any passive system because the wavelengths are very long, up to about 20 meters long, so you need very big passive devices to interact with them. This is why we developed an active system. So this is an active bass trap that will absorb pressure from 15 to 150 hertz. So it'll absorb pressure, it'll pull in pressure from about 1.5 meters around it. So the equivalent absorption area is much, much bigger than the device itself. Now it's very difficult to do a demo in a room like this. This is why we bought a little room with us. So the active bass trap is in the room here, and this is a small room with a bass trap, and we've got a woofer here that's emitting 40 and 60 hertz, as you can see here. It's very difficult to hear what's happening here, but if you turn the absorber on, you can see that these room modes, all the modes and all the resonance inside disappear. You can also feel the vibration going down quite dramatically when you touch it. So that's kind of the demos we can do here. We can also do a demo on hitting it, but you probably won't hear it here. When it's a bit quieter, we can hear a lot more. So basically, get the source of sound that's perfect, and then treat your room modes, the biggest acoustic problem in rooms, with an active bass trap that requires no calibration. It's a broadband active system. It's a pressure bass trap. All you have to do is put it in a location where there's pressure, typically the corners of a room. Thank you very much for your attention.